Hey cuties, PeachY here, welcome back to a new video, and in this video we have some Monster High news to talk about. From Skulltimate Secrets Series 2 sightings, Series 3 already having a release date, more information on the live tour show happening this fall, and more, so stay tuned, and let's get into it. And if you're new here, why don't you hit that subscribe button down below? It's free and it helps out the channel more than you could ever know. But let's start off with the first story, which is the Series 2 Skulltimate Secrets Iridescent series. More sightings of the two dolls so far that we have of Cleo and Claudine. Cleo we talked about in the last video. She had been found by a Dutch boy toy collector, and Claudine here got found, also Cleo as well, but Claudine actually got purchased by @doll_lynn with 3 L's on Instagram. So I'm thinking it's the same store that Dutch boy also found Cleo in. It does look very similar, but basically it's a Smith's Toys in the Netherlands, Amsterdam perhaps, because @Cats Collect, as we'll see in a later picture, also shared her findings of Claudine and Cleo as well. So it's in the Netherlands, Smith's Toys. If you live there, check it out, because apparently they're getting these dolls early. So thanks Lynn again for posting these pictures and for sending me some of them as well. So for Claudine, we're gonna focus on Claudine because we already talked about Cleo, Miss Cleo, you know, and she looks amazing. But Claudine here, I have to say, you know, she's kind of bland. I know she's purple, but like she's very vanilla. I don't know what it is about her, but like the hair especially, it's not as it looked in the stock photos. And I know that stock photos are always like the heightened, you know, ideal version of what the doll is supposed to look like. But Claudine here really ended up not looking like her stock photo at all, like hair-wise. It's just not comparable. Like she had beautiful little curls at the end, and now here it looks like a mess. It's not curly, it's a little bit wavy, and of course the hair type, we get to the hair type as well. It's polypropylene something. Apparently it's @doll_lynn, you know, Lynn, she wasn't able to really pinpoint the hair type, so she kind of said that it was similar to Twyla's hair, so it might be poly, it might be a mixture of nylon and poly, but honestly it's probably poly because it just looks like poly. It doesn't look like the best quality, so that's really a shame. And also again that the actual texture of her hair, it's completely off. It's just, it looks really bad. But I mean, at least the doll looks cute. Like the makeup is glittery, she has like these cute pieces, so I think she's okay. But it's just really, it sucks because also in the Netherlands and then here in Europe, these dolls will cost around 40 something, and it's just a lot of money, you know, and this is not, it doesn't, like what you get doesn't really reflect what you're paying, so that's really unfortunate. Here's some more pictures by @Cats Collect, who found Cleo and Claudine in a Smith's Toys in Amsterdam. And I do like how she looks like in front of her locker. The locker itself looks really nice and cute with the color theme being purple, and I do like the purple theme for Claudine here. It's just, you know, the hair really makes her look kind of raggedy looking, you know, but I do like the outfit pieces. Like I like the variety here and the different fabrics being used for her outfit pieces. I also like the details being added on to her accessories, the shoes, and you know, the keys look pretty cool as well. It's just really the price point and the hair that bothers me. Speaking of, I think it's pretty clear why these dolls cost so much. It's because of the included, you know, plastic locker that's reusable. Now I do think they are a cool feature, but just think about it, like after the first series, if you're a completionist, you're gonna have 15 of these plastic lockers somewhere in your room. Unless you're able to hang all of them up on a wall, they're gonna be on the floor somewhere, in a closet, they're gonna be on a shelf. They're just gonna really make you rearrange how you display your dolls, because they're so bulky and so big unless you don't use them in your display at all. So I kind of feel like they need to rethink the plastic locker for a future series like Series 4, because I don't think they can keep on selling these dolls with this same locker, because it's gonna get too much. It's gonna get too much unless again you are able to hang them up, or you're able to throw them away. And then here, thanks to at Monster High Retro, we have the first listings placeholders on Big Bad Toy Store for Skulltimate Secrets Series 3 here retailing for $31.99 US dollars. We have the listings for Dracula, Frankie, Torlai, and Twyla, but do remember Ghoulia is also included here, and apparently Skelita is also getting a special edition release that's kind of like half Skulltimate Secrets, but also have like holiday edition. So that's also happening. Something like that is happening. Skelita is getting a doll release for sure. It's just not, I'm not sure like what kind of like a theme she's gonna have. Yeah, so they're gonna release around the end of summer, beginning of autumn. So September, July, August. So pretty soon. Yeah, again, Series 3 gonna come out. I can't believe it's coming out so soon, and they're gonna have like a neon theme, like a glow-in-the-dark neon theme. Very interesting. It's kind of crazy because Series 2, Series 1 are not even really like properly out yet. Series 1 isn't even really like released yet in the US, which is kind of crazy. Next up on Twitter, thanks to @Gaspar, the username, I don't know how to pronounce, I'm so sorry, but they posted this picture of what seems to be a Draculaura variant, but on closer inspection, it just seems to be a manufacturing defect at Draculaura. So what happened here is basically they forgot to put her socks on, and they put on the wrong shoes on this doll. At first I didn't even notice, but those are not her shoes that she's supposed to come with. And then the head, this Draculaura head is a completely different Draculaura from a different line. And it accidentally got put onto the body here into the G3 core Draculaura doll. So it's just they basically just got the wrong head onto the wrong body. That's why it looks different. But I'm pretty sure this is like maybe this is supposed to be maybe like Skulltimate Secrets Draculaura, or maybe like I'm not sure which Draculaura for sure, but the bangs are very specific, so I'm pretty sure it's very easy to find out. But she's had so many releases, so I'm really not sure. But that's a really fun find, I guess. I don't know what the picture was taken from. I don't know who the original source is. I don't know if Gaspar, the person who posted this on Twitter, is the person who took the picture, or if they just found a picture somewhere else. When with leaks like these, with pictures like these, it's never really, I can never really tell who am I supposed to give credit to, like, girl. But I think it's a really fun manufacturing defect find. Like, if you find a doll like this, like G3 doll that has like a manufacturing defect, it's always really fun to see like what they get wrong sometimes. But here it really was like a lot, like they got a lot wrong. Like the head is the wrong head. The socks are not included. The shoes are the wrong ones. So a lot went wrong here with this Draculaura. But it's fun. It's a fun find. Speaking of Draculaura, here we actually have variants posted here by Enchanted by Dolls on Instagram. This is a comparison between the two variants of the two manufacturers. The one on the left is from China, and the one on the right is from Indonesia. And you can clearly tell a skin tone difference, which to me is very fascinating. How, the one on the right, Indonesia, has a more pink skin tone, and the one on the left has a more, muted pink, more like a shadow high pink skin tone doll. So very interesting, very fascinating, because obviously Draculaura is supposed to have a pink skin tone, but like how pink is she supposed to be? So which one do you prefer? Next up, the designer of the G3 Abbey doll, Christina Feline, was gonna go to the Mattel store in LA to leave this cute little post-it note sketch of Abbey onto a Abbey doll, but apparently the Abbey dolls are fully sold out in the Mattel store until June. So if you're thinking of traveling all the way to LA to go to the Mattel store to get your very own G3 Abbey doll, then don't do that yet, because again, she's supposed to be back in stock in June. But this sketch is so cute. The idea of leaving this little post-it onto a Abbey box is so genuine. I love that. I hope Christina gets her chance when Abbey is back in stock. Oh, and of course, I also hope that Abbey will be more available also online on Amazon, and also in Target and Walmart. I think for sure she will be more available as time goes by. It's just that she's so popular. She's out of stock most of the time, so I feel like a lot of us just have to be patient. So, and we also have some new pictures of characters here like Laguna, Manny, Dracula, and Claude in new poses thanks to this promotional clip that introduced a lot of character banners. So Laguna looks really cute, Manny carrying all those books, Claude is like sitting down somewhere looking pretty chill, and Dracula, he has a cape. Look at that cape, looks really awesome. So I hope we get to see more pictures, new poses and pictures. Also Toralei looks like she has a new pose of these characters, and also maybe of Gil should have gotten a new character poster by now. I feel like he needs one desperately. Also the Werecat twins, please. And lastly, let's get into the Monster High live show tour. I guess it's kind of like a tour technically, but it's basically just a lot of shows happening all across the US starting in September until January next year. So, and apparently there's even going to be more additional dates listed as, time goes by. Today they just announced the pre-sale tickets that you can, pre-sales are open for you to get tickets for the upcoming dates. So that's really exciting. Here we are live on the Monster High live oh god, so here we are live on the Monster High Live website for again the show. And so here we can see tickets and events. Clicking on it will take you to the different upcoming events, and you can book your tickets if you wish to do so. There's a ton here. I'm just gonna keep scrolling through all of them. As we can see, the dates are pretty varied between September, November, October, December, January. Yeah, so this is even to next year it goes. So pretty varied selection here. I don't live in the US, so I'm not gonna go obviously watch this show, unfortunately. I hope maybe one day they'll do it overseas in Europe, maybe if this one does well in the US. I'm thinking pre-sales, for tickets are available and they might get sold out. So maybe just check it out, see if they have a location near you, and because it seems pretty cool. Now here we have a banner, obviously, of the main ghouls and the one manster here, Deuce. Now at first, obviously, you're probably wondering like, wait, so what kind of a show is this? Is it gonna be holograms? Is it gonna be actual actors singing and dancing and cosplay? So I'm not sure as of right now. There's no clarification. All we know, it's gonna be a live show with singing and dancing, and obviously it's all going to be on a stage. It's going to be like a Broadway show, but not really. It's going to be just like a little show where kids can go, and it's going to be really fun. So let's read the about section here. Hopefully we get some more intel on the actual event. So it says here, Monster High Live brings your favorite children of legendary monsters to the stage. A multi-talented cast led by new students Dracula, Claudine Wolf, and Frankie Stein are getting ready for the annual Monster Ball celebration. Our Boo crew is looking for more Monstars to join their group for the big performance at the Spirited Party. Auditions begin with a lively search for beyond the usual Britney fears or scary styles, but for amazing and talented Monster High students, including Deuce Gorgon, Laguna, Blue Gulia Yelps, and more. Classy music and electrifying production members lead our stars to realize that embracing differences and working together is the key to success, and that every monster is welcome. Unleash your inner monster and show off what makes you fearlessly unique at the show. Okay, so that's also specific. So they're saying like show off your own uniqueness at the show, so maybe it's going to be interactive to some degree. That would be really cool. But it seems the story will follow the main three ghouls, Dracula, Claudine, and Frankie, as they search for as they hold auditions for the Monster Ball celebration. Which is this going to be the same Monster Ball event like the Monster Ball that we have for the dolls so far? I'm not sure. Also for the animated series, it might all be like the same thing. So that would be very interesting. And so it does seem like it's going to be actual actors in cosplay singing and dancing. I don't think it will be holograms. I think they would cost too much, honestly. And that would make it less interactive also. So I definitely think it's just going to be like a normal crew of actors, just, you know, in cosplay, dancing and stuff. And then obviously we're going to get to see more characters, which, by the way, here we have the characters. So here we have Deuce, Claudine, Dracula, Frankie, Laguna, Cleo. Abbey is also included. Heath as well. I don't know why his hair looks like that. And then we have even Headmistress Bloodgood joining in the fun here. And Gil as well. Gil is here. He is included. I cannot wait to see what he's going to be all about here in this live show. And Claude as well. Now, if we go back, and then we go back here. So yeah, so if we go down here, we can see more information about all the characters. So here we have Frankie, Claudine, Dracula, Deuce, Guna, Cleo, Abbey, Headmistress Bloodgood, Heath, Claude, Gil. And so for Gil in both pages, there's only one picture and no information about him. So they're really not, you know, letting us know too much about Gil, unfortunately. Here on the frequently asked questions tab, we can see more questions and answers and more information. So for what is Monster High Live, here is the answer. The three of us and coming out of, oh, so they're going to be performing some of the songs from the movie. That's really cool. And then here we have, where is Monster High Live touring? So that's where we have the dates. When will Monster High Live be touring? So it starts September. That's very interesting. How long is the show? 90 minutes, so like a normal runtime. Do you offer characters meet and greets? Oh, so that's really cool. So there you go. That basically confirms that these are going to be cosplayers, actors in cosplay, acting all throughout the show. So, and you can meet them if you have like the VIP Monster Ball experience, which costs more, obviously. When is ticket pre-sale? So that's right now. Ticket pre-sales are available throughout May 22nd. So that's already open. So you better act quickly. When do tickets go on sale? The general public tickets go on sale May 22nd. So that's the general public. Are discounts available? So they say here discounts are not available, but if you saw on the Monster High Instagram story, they offer a code that says FANG. They don't specify like where to use the code, but maybe that's the discount code. I'm not sure. And then who should I contact for questions about my ticket? Okay, Ticketmaster, future dates, so newsletter if you're interested. And then what ages can attend Monster High Live? Guests of all ages are welcome to attend Monster High Live. So there you go. If you have a ticket, you're good. Doesn't matter if you're 90 or 5 years old. That's amazing. So that's all the information we have so far for the Monster High, live tour. It's very awesome. Again, link will be down below if you want to check it out yourself. And really quick, I wanted to welcome our newest member, May, or better known as Bad Bitch Dolls on Instagram, or that's how I know them as. They do amazing restyles of Monster High and Rainbow High dolls, and they have probably like the prettiest bedroom ever. They're an amazing person. They've always been supportive of me, so I'm really glad to be able to call you my second member. I'm just so honored. Again, I'm flattered, honored. I'm just thankful that you're here with us and you're an amazing person. So thank you so much, May. I'm not going to forget this. Love you. And that was the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and become a member today so you don't miss out when I post more content like this coming your way daily and keeping you up to date with all the loyalty you love. Stay safe, be kind. I hope this next time, stay peachy. Kisses.